Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a get ready with me, and I have a bunch of products in front of me and I don't want this to be too long, so let's just get into the video. I'm going to start by priming my face with my Tarte Clean Slate Timeless Smoothing Primer, and I'm going to get a little bit of this on my finger. I'm going to press it all over in this area. I just started using this primer and I really like it. It really smooths over everything and it feels so cooling on the skin. And for the rest of my face, I'm gonna go in with my YSL Blur Primer. This was a Sephora 100 point little rewards thing a couple months ago, and I thought it was a really good deal because like YSL, like when do you ever see stuff like that? And this is like kind of big, like it has a lot of product in it. Now I'm just gonna rub this into my skin, focusing on the area that we didn't with the Tarte primer. And this isn't making my skin red, it's just whenever I touch my skin it gets red. So it's not the primer, if you're wondering. And I already did my eyebrows off camera. I used the Benefit Precisely My Brow in number 4, and then I set my brows with the Brow Gal Micro Fiber Brow Gel in the shade 03 Light. Next, I'm gonna go into the Maybelline Dream Cushion Foundation in the shade Porcelain, and I'm going to take this with my Beauty Blender. I'm just gonna dip it in once because if you saw my last video, it picks up a lot of product. Now I'm gonna go in with some concealer. This is the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade, I almost said medium, I'm not medium, in the shade Light. And I'm going to just dot this where I think I need more coverage on my face, and to cover up any dark circles. And this concealer goes a long way, so it's not even like you need a lot. I just like to layer it on top of my foundation because I think it gives a little more coverage without caking on the foundation. So that's why I do that. I just dot it all over and then I blend it in. Now that I put foundation and concealer on, I'm gonna go into highlight. I know that's kind of an odd step, but I'm going in with a cream highlight. I don't want to put powder on and then put cream over powder because it'll move the foundation and all that. I'm going in with the ColourPop highlighter in Flexitarian, and I'm just gonna take this on my finger and I'm gonna tap that onto my skin. And if you get highlight where you don't want it, you can always go back in with your Beauty Blender and blend over it. Now I'm going to go in with my IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores pressed powder, and I'm just going to set my under eye area. Also gonna set the chin, a little on the nose and on the forehead. Next I'm gonna go in with this Morphe Blush Trio in Pop of Coral. Pop of Coral. I'm gonna go into the shade Boss, which is this one right here, very lightly. And I'm gonna ever so slightly put this on my cheeks. A little bit. I'm gonna go in in with my Hourglass Luminous Bronze Light. This is the ambient bronzer. And I'm gonna take my Aesthetica P12 brush and I'm gonna swirl it in here. Tap off the excess. And I'm going to pull my hair back and bronze my skin. And then I'm gonna go along the forehead. And I'm gonna dip into the bronzer and I'm gonna slightly contour my nose. Then I'm going to take my Morphe sponge and my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, and I'm going to dip my sponge into here and pick up some powder. And I'm going to cut the contour. Just like that to sharpen it up a little bit, to make sure we didn't bring it down too low. And I'm also going to put it down the bridge of my nose and on the tip of my nose. So right there, and down the bridge, like that. Take that same BH Cosmetics brush and brush the bake away. Well, I'm going to take my Mario Badescu Facial Rose Water Spray, and I'm going to spray my face before I go in with another highlighter. I'm going to take my Anastasia Amrezy highlighter, and I'm gonna put that on my cheeks on top of the ColourPop highlighter while my face is still wet to intensify the glow. To prime my eyes, I'm gonna use my MAC Paint Pot and Painterly, and I'm gonna take this MAC 243 brush and I'm going to just get some on here. And then I'm going to put it all over my eyelid. I'm also going to use this to carve out my brows because I didn't earlier, just to give them a little more shape and definition. I'm going to go into the Urban Decay Born to Run palette, and I'm going to take the shade Weekender on this Morphe M441 brush and tap off the excess. So I'm going to start to fluff this into the crease. I'm not really being precise with where I put it, because it's just a transition shade and it's very close to my skin tone. Ooh. This palette is so dusty. It has a lot of kickback and fallout. You definitely need to tab off the excess if you're going to use these shadows. I'm going to go into the Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia, and with a Morphe M506 brush, I'm going to go into the shade Buon Fresco right here, and I'm going to carefully put that into my crease. I'm going to go in with the MB23 and I'm going to blend it all together. Next, I'm going to go into this ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in the shade Waddles. And I'm going to apply this all over my lid with a Luxie small shader brush. This isn't a complete shimmer eyeshadow, so if you're wondering why it's not showing up really reflective or metallic, it's because it's a satin. With the brush that comes with the Anastasia palette, I'm taking the shade Tempera, and I'm going to highlight my brow bone and inner corner. Going back into Weekender, and I'm going to run that on my lower lash line. And then going back into Buon Fresco and putting that even closer to my lash line. Now I'm going to apply the Wander Beauty Unlash Mascara, and I'll be right back. Now I'm going to take my Morphe setting spray, and I'm going to spray my whole face. And the last thing we have to do is lips, so I'm going to go in with this NYX retractable lip liner in the shade Nude. I'm going to line my lips. Next, I'm going to go in with my ColourPop x Kathleen Lights lip gloss in the shade Moonchild. Hey guys, so that is it for this Get Ready With Me. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.